Today we're going to be going over this Toyota Sienna conversion. These are the factory halogen assemblies, and we'll show you a before and after of the Projector retrofit that we've got planned for this vehicle. This will give it an OEM look, that OEM plus look, without deviating from that too much, because let's face it, you want to sort of fly under the radar. You want to keep it clean on this type of vehicle. This thing's got well over 200,000 miles, and it is a daily driven vehicle here. So our customer came up from Maryland. We'll show you the output. We'll do a quick beam comparison, beam analysis, and show you what you can expect from this Toyota Sienna retrofit. Okay, you can see the lights are pretty worn, so that's going to impact performance, clarity. Obviously, it doesn't look great when it's worn like that, but we'll actually be starting with some new assemblies that the customer supplied. We've actually got the conversion ready to be tested, so I'll take them off the vehicle, install the new lights, test them, and then we'll secure everything and make sure it is looking proper before we mount it on the vehicle. Okay, we're at our testing distance of 25 feet. The lights are pretty uniform. Again, they're both sort of worn. One light is definitely performing better than the other. It looks like the passenger side is a little bit brighter now that I've got the exposure set properly, because otherwise it actually looked kind of bright. But it's really not. It's not that bright overall. And you can see it's a little bit glary because of the, well, it's a reflector setup, so it's not going to be laser sharp, but that, that wear on the outer lens does create some light above the cutoff, so you can see it's kind of all illuminated. And we'll do a quick lux comparison that'll measure the intensity next. Okay, so I've got my lux meter in my hand. Again, 25 feet is our testing distance. You can compare that with some of the other videos that we see, that you see us do here. It is hard to know exactly where the hotspot area is, but we know it's in this range. I think we just saw about 130 a second ago. Yeah, about 130 is our peak. And again, this side looks a little bit brighter just from naked eye. And it is a little bit brighter, maybe 10, 15%, about 170 lux on the passenger side. With the retrofitted setups, I mean, generally we see anywhere from 800 to 1,000 lux, depending on the quality of the lamp, the projector, and the bulb used. But we'll show you a before and after, and give you a little bit of insight on what goes down during the conversion process. Okay, so this is the crucial step if you're not sure if you've got everything set up right now. It doesn't look like it, but this is a really funky assembly. The way that it's sloped, the way that it's set up, we needed some verification. So we asked the customer to come on site if they want to have everything aligned perfectly. And we're getting the beams aligned right now. Everything looks really good. I'll install the other light, make sure everything looks good once both of them are installed, but looks like we pretty much nailed it. And you know, it takes a lot of experience to figure out exactly how this should sit, but you could see the slope to this and the way that it's all set up. It's again, a funky assembly to say the least. So when it sits in the vehicle, the reflector, nothing's really quite straight, but you got to get that projector straight, and the rest of it's just cosmetic, resealing, getting the shroud cut, making the room for it, because you can see that top area is kind of cut off, and this projector, it's a 3-inch projector, pretty much maxes out the assembly essentially in terms of what's possible to be fitted. So here's the output. Looks really good. I think we've got that dialed in literally perfectly. Show you what it looks like. We got just the passenger side, then we got the new driver's side. Wow, that looks really good. So little bit of chrome reflecting. Curious how it'll look once it's all set up, but you know, right now we don't even have a shroud on, so there's stray light naturally coming out of this thing. And I'll get the other light mounted and make sure everything looks good, but this looks like it's ready to go. You can see the difference in intensity just right off the bat. All right, we're all finalized with this retrofit on the Sienna. Came out really good. Glad the customer came on site. We were able to really fine tune and get everything set up properly. It's a G5-BRT Osram night breaker bulbs. and the iris shrouds. You can see how this setup kind of just fits. It is again, kind of an odd shaped headlight assembly. There's some trimming to be done. You got to recess the projector all the way. Make sure that you have full adjustment, full adjustability for that lower shelf. And you can see things get really tight. So I think this came out as good as it could possibly come out. Looks OEM plus, and that's our goal. And let's show you how it looks when it's all turned on. All right, the Lightwerkz ballasts are warming up. These take about 10-15 seconds to get up to full brightness, and the light output will warm up and get to a steady state, and you'll see it turns into a crisp. It's classified as a warm white, but it looks pretty much perfect. It looks perfectly white here. And you can see the AR coating on those G5-BRT lenses. That's pretty cool to see, but when you're far away, you don't really see that. And check out the light output now. Okay. But we'll go off and show you, oh yeah, we also did the Morimoto 2-stroke 4.0 in the high beam, which was an awesome upgrade. We tested a few bulbs and this one was the best. So we'll show you how that looks as well. Okay, check out that output. You can see it's not a lot of light above the cutoff. Camera's picking it up, showing it, but it's really crisp and perfect in person. And we've got that additional high beam performance out of the Bi-Xenon of the projector, but also the Morimoto 2-stroke 4.0 bulbs. So major increase in low beam performance, but also high beam performance. When you need it, it's there, and it looks factory. You don't have any extra pods or any kind of crazy light bars on the front of your vehicle, or in this case, a minivan. So you want it to fly under the radar, and in this case, I think we certainly achieved that. But we'll go into the Lux test and we'll finalize this review. Okay, I've got the meter in my hand. We'll do a quick test. We'll see how things are performing. We're hitting about, let's see, depending where we're at, we saw about 850 lux. So yeah, these setups are usually good for about 800 to 1,000 lux, depending on the assembly, depending on where you read it, of course. But yeah, huge performance boost. You got a lot of extra width. It's hard to demonstrate in the shop, but you got a big increase in low beam performance, high beam performance, overall beam spread, width, intensity. And the lights look crystal clear now when you're looking at them as well. Before they were pretty foggy, and the customer reported that he had replaced them only a few years ago. So this setup will be protected with a PPF. Customer's getting that done, and it'll look good for years to come. And that's what we're looking for here. You know, reliable setups that you can use, and these are practical for the everyday driver. So let us know if you have any questions. Contact us. Leave a comment below. We're happy to walk you through DIY conversion or get something set up for you so you can enjoy the road at night a little bit better. All right, sub to the channel, please. Have a great day.